Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to show you how to use your slider in a way that you may never have thought of before. We're going to use it inverted. Alright guys, here comes the good stuff. I'm going to show you a scene we made that's all one take, and it uses the slider upside down to give you a perspective you may have not seen before. Check it out.
They must have so much hope in you, giving you a name as audacious as Apollo, the sun god himself. I guess you could say that I am as equally audacious. I have given myself the name of Erebus, born in chaos, god of darkness. I am not an enigma of the abyss. I did not will myself into being. Where every thought and every action is pregnant with me. I am you, and all that is yours is rightfully mine, and mine it will be.
Alright guys, so we want to show you some of the behind the scenes on this setup we did. So I'm calling this the inverted slider crane rig. I didn't want to put the slider just right on top of the table because then you'd be able to see the slider in front of you when you're moving, and I wanted to move right over this plate as our character is having a conversation with the other character that's sitting right here. So we had to basically flip the my slider, it's the iFootage shark slider, upside down and then mount everything upside down, and I've attached the crane to it on these three different little light stands so that it can just glide right underneath so that it can glide right over the table and zoom right into our character. So I want to show you guys some of the lighting in here and how we set it up to make it look like it's kind of like an early morning, daylight is just started. You can see our key light, and I've got just a tungsten on there because I wanted a nice warm look for this, the main key light, and then got it going through some diffusion onto our character, giving him a little bit of split light just across his face. And then I've got the hair light, or the kicker, up here, and this is actually daylight balanced, so that it does like a nice cool blue rim on the back of his head and everything like that, so that's nice and cool. And then we're going to look out this window, which is in the background, and it is, showing that the daylight is just coming through when actually it's pitch dark outside right now. And I have my Source 4 out there. You can't really tell, but it's up there, boomed up in the sky. To further detail the reason why I have the stands and everything set up like this is, so I've got them each on a light stand on each side, and then I just have these grip heads, and it's grip head together right here, the two arms, so that the slider sits right on top of it, and this whole space is empty so that our character can totally be in the scene without having, the slider or anything else in it. Now, some of you might be wondering why the heck you're going with something so complex. Like, why did you put on a slider and these stands and everything like that when you have the crane that's super smooth? Dude, you could have just like walked it over the table. Yeah, I could have done that, but anyone that's used a gimbal knows that there's a little bit of up and down motion, there's a little bit of left and right. It's just not perfect and like exactly consistent. So I wanted a perfect dolly in and a perfect dolly back out, and the only way to get that was with this setup. You guys can do something like this too with your gear and just play around with it, practice it out. It's super cool. So what creative ways have you used a slider or would like to use a slider? Leave a comment below. I'm going to be reading them all and replying to you guys. And be sure to subscribe right now. I have tons more content coming out on video, lighting, everything like that. All right, we'll see you guys in the next video.